The myth of not enough time. Everyone says they don't have time to get rich. That's a lie you tell yourself to feel better about staying comfortable. You have the same 24 hours as someone who built a business from a garage while working a night shift. The difference isn't time, it's what you do with the hours you waste scrolling, complaining, and waiting for permission. Broke people manage their money. Rich people manage their minutes. Every hour you spend numbing yourself with entertainment is an hour someone else is spending building the thing that will eventually employ you or replace you. Time isn't the excuse, it's the evidence. The truth is shocking but simple. You had enough time this year to change your life, and you spent it avoiding discomfort instead. Discomfort is the entry fee for wealth, and most people refuse to pay it, then wonder why the bill for staying broke keeps arriving every single month. Stop blaming your schedule. Your schedule is a mirror, not an excuse. If you audited your last 30 days honestly, you'd find dozens of hours that could have built a skill, a side business, or a habit that compounds. Instead, they disappeared into distraction. Time isn't scarce, discipline is. And once you accept that, the whole "I don't have time" excuse dies, and so does the version of you that was hiding behind it. Your comfort zone is bankrupting you. Comfort feels safe, but it's the most expensive thing you own. Every year you stay in a job that pays you just enough to survive, you're not being smart, you're being slowly drained. The paycheck that keeps you comfortable is the same paycheck keeping you poor. Growth only happens outside comfort. Yet most people spend their entire lives protecting a feeling instead of building a future. Think about it. You avoid the hard conversation, the risky move, the uncomfortable pitch, and call it being responsible. That's not responsibility. That's fear wearing a disguise. The people who are financially free right now made peace with discomfort years before you did. They took the meeting that scared them. They started the business with no guarantee. They said yes to uncertainty while you said yes to routine. Comfort zones don't protect you, they cage you quietly, one safe decision at a time, until one day you wake up 40 years old wondering where the time went. The shocking truth is this: the very thing you're clinging to for safety is the exact thing keeping you broke. Break the routine, break the cage. Nobody built wealth by staying where it was easy. They built it by staying where it was hard, long after everyone else quit. Broke is a habit, not a number. People think being broke is about how much money is in their account. It's not. Broke is a pattern. It's what you do on autopilot. The spending, the excuses, the way you talk to yourself about money. You can give a broke mindset $1 million, and within a few years, it'll find its way back to zero. Meanwhile, a wealthy mindset can lose everything and rebuild it because the habits, not the bank balance, are what actually matter. Every day you make small decisions that either build wealth or destroy it, what you consume, what you avoid, what you tolerate. Those decisions compound silently until one day they show up as a lifestyle. Broke people manage lack. Wealthy people manage growth. It's not about luck. And it's not about birth, it's about which habits you repeat when nobody's watching. The scary part is most people don't even know their habits are broke. They think it's the economy, the boss, the system. But the system doesn't decide what you do at 6 a.m. or what you do with your first paycheck. You do. Change the habit, and the number eventually catches up. Keep the habit, and no amount of money will ever be enough, because the leak was never external, it was always internal. Nobody taught you the real game. You were taught how to get a job. Nobody taught you how to build wealth. That's not an accident. It's the system working exactly as designed. Schools train employees, not owners. You learn to trade hours for money, but nobody explained that trading hours has a ceiling. You only have so many hours, and someone else always controls the rate. Meanwhile, the real game is about building things that make money without your direct hours attached. Assets, systems, ownership. Nobody told you that because the people teaching you were playing the same losing game themselves. This isn't about blame. It's about waking up. The moment you realize the rules you were given were designed to keep you dependent, not wealthy, everything changes. You start asking different questions. Instead of how do I get a raise, you ask how do I own something. Instead of how do I save more, you ask how do I earn in ways that don't require more of my time. The real game rewards leverage, skills, systems, capital, people. The old game rewards obedience. You've been playing the wrong game your entire life. And it's not your fault you started, but it is your fault if you keep playing it after learning the truth. Money follows value, not effort. This one stings. You can work 16-hour days and still be broke, while someone working 4 hours builds real wealth. Because money was never about effort. It's about value. The market doesn't pay you for how tired you are. It pays you for the problems you solve and how many people you solve them for. Most broke people confuse being busy with being valuable. They grind at tasks that could be automated, delegated, or eliminated, and wonder why the results never match the effort. Meanwhile, someone who solves one high-value problem for thousands of people earns more in a month than a hard worker earns in years. This isn't unfair, it's just how value works. Stop asking how hard can I work, and start asking how much value can I create, and for how many people. Fix a small problem for one person, get paid a little. Fix a big problem for 1 million people, get paid a lot. That's the entire formula, hidden in plain sight, ignored by almost everyone chasing effort instead of impact. The shocking truth is this: hustle without value is just exhaustion. Redact that same energy towards solving bigger problems for more people, and the income you've been chasing will finally start chasing you back. The 5-year trade. Most people won't do something hard for 5 years, even if it guarantees freedom for the next 50. That's the real reason most people stay broke. Not lack of intelligence, not lack of opportunity, but lack of patience. They want the result without the trade. But wealth is a trade, short-term pain for long-term freedom. Work brutally hard, live below your means, and reinvest everything for 5 focused years, and you can buy back the next 50. Most people flip it. They relax for 5 years, avoid discomfort, and spend the next 50 working for someone else, wondering what happened. The 5-year window is brutal, unglamorous, and unpopular, which is exactly why it works. Everyone wants overnight success, but overnight success is usually 5 to 10 years of invisible effort nobody filmed. If you gave 5 uncomfortable years of your life fully to building something, skills, a business, an asset, you would not recognize your life on the other side. But almost nobody does it, because 5 years feels long when you're in it and short when you look back. The choice is simple and terrifying. Trade 5 hard years now, or trade 50 tired years later. Most people, without realizing it, already made their choice. What if I told you that being broke has nothing to do with money? Sit with that for a second. You think it's the economy? You think it's your job, your boss, your bad luck, the country you were born in? It's none of that. Broke is a decision you keep making every single day without even realizing it. You wake up, you hit snooze, you scroll for 45 minutes before you even get out of bed. You go to a job that pays you just enough to stay quiet, and just little enough to keep you needing it. You come home tired, you complain, you sleep, and you do it again tomorrow. That's not a life, that's a loop. And loops don't build wealth. Loops build regret, one comfortable day at a time. Here's what nobody told you. You were trained, not educated. Trained to trade your hours for a paycheck and call it a career. Nobody explained that hours run out. Nobody explained that the real wealth in this world is built by people who stopped trading time and started building things that work even when they're asleep. You're not lazy. You're just playing a game designed for you to lose slowly while feeling just comfortable enough to never notice. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to make you rich, or at least honest enough to start. You don't have a time problem. You have thousands of hours a year. You just gave them to entertainment instead of construction. You don't have a money problem. You have a habit problem. Give a broke mindset $1 million and watch how fast it disappears, because the leak was never the amount, it was the pattern. And you definitely don't have a talent problem. You have a value problem. Nobody pays you for how tired you are. They pay you for the size of the problem you solve and how many people you solve it for. So stop asking how hard you can work and start asking how much value you can create. Stop protecting your comfort zone like it's an achievement. It's a cage with better lighting. Stop waiting for permission from a system that was never designed to make you rich in the first place. Here's the trade nobody wants to make. 5 brutal years, heads down, uncomfortable, unglamorous, misunderstood by everyone around you, can buy you 50 years of freedom. Or you can relax for 5 years, stay comfortable, stay liked, stay balanced, and pay for it with the next 50 years of your life, working for somebody else's dream instead of yours. Most people choose comfort. That's exactly why most people stay broke. Not because they're incapable, because they're unwilling to be uncomfortable on purpose. You are one decision away from a different life. Not a lottery ticket, not luck. One decision, repeated daily, to stop managing your lack and start building your leverage. Skills compound. Value compounds. Ownership compounds. Excuses don't compound. They just pile up until they bury you. So ask yourself right now, not tomorrow, are you going to keep trading your only asset, time, for just enough to survive? Or are you finally going to build something that pays you back for years you already lived? The market doesn't care about your effort. It rewards value. Go create so much value that being broke becomes physically impossible. This speech was never really about money. It was about the daily decisions that quietly build or destroy your future. Being broke isn't a diagnosis. It's a pattern. And patterns can be rewritten starting today. You don't need more time, more luck, or more permission. You need more value, more discomfort tolerated on purpose, and 5 committed years instead of 50 tired ones. The moment you stop protecting your comfort zone and start building leverage, skills, value, ownership, everything shifts. Wealth isn't reserved for the lucky. It's built by the willing. And now that you know the game was never designed to make you rich by accident, you no longer have an excuse to keep playing it the old way. What if the reason you're broke has nothing to do with money and everything to do with a decision you've been making every single day without noticing it? What if the job you think is keeping you safe is actually the thing quietly keeping you poor? Right now, someone with your exact background, your exact resources, even less time than you, is building the life you keep saying you'll build someday. The only difference between you and them isn't luck. It's that they stopped trading hours for survival and started trading discomfort for freedom. 5 hard years can buy you 50 free ones, or 5 comfortable years can cost you 50 tired ones. That choice is happening right now, in this video, in this moment. So what if today is the day you stop managing lack and start building leverage? What if being broke ends the second you decide it does? Stay with me, because by the end of this, you won't have an excuse left to hide behind.